The haunting of the Devil's Road. In the quiet countryside of Pennsylvania, there's a desolate stretch of road that locals call the Devil's Road. It's a place no one dares to travel alone after dark. Many have vanished, and those who survive speak of shadowy figures, whispers in the wind, and an overwhelming feeling of dread. This is the story of John Carter, a truck driver who made the mistake of taking the shortcut through the Devil's Road on a stormy night and lived to tell the tale. The wrong turn John had been driving for nearly 10 hours straight, exhausted but determined to reach his destination. His GPS suggested a shorter route through the woods, Devil's Road. The locals had warned him, but John was never one for superstitions. As soon as he turned onto the road, the first thing he noticed was the unnatural silence. No birds, no crickets, just his truck's engine and the steady beat of rain against the windshield. A few miles in, his radio suddenly buzzed with static. Then through the interference, he heard a faint voice. "Turn back." John frowned, adjusting the dial, but the voice returned, louder this time. "You don't belong here." Shaking off the unease, he kept driving. But then his headlights flickered. A shadow darted across the road, too fast to be human. John slammed the brakes. The truck skidded, stopping just inches from a deep ravine. His heart pounded. There had been no sign of the cliff on his GPS. The pale woman. As he tried to reverse, he noticed something in the side mirror. A woman standing in the middle of the road. She was barefoot, wearing a tattered white dress, her long black hair soaked from the rain. John rolled down his window slightly. "Miss, do you need help?" She didn't answer. She just smiled. Then in an instant, she was right beside his window. John gasped and hit the gas pedal, but the truck wouldn't move. The engine roared, tires spun, but it was stuck. The woman's face twisted into something inhuman. Her eyes turned black, her mouth stretched unnaturally wide, revealing rows of sharp teeth. She whispered, "You're mine now." The chased John scrambled to grab his phone, but the screen was filled with static. The woman crawled onto the hood of his truck, her fingers tapping against the windshield like a spider testing its prey. Then she vanished. John barely had time to react before the truck's door slammed open. Ice-cold hands grabbed his ankle, yanking him out of the vehicle. He hit the wet pavement hard, the wind knocked out of him. He turned over, and she was there, standing over him, her mouth opening wider, wider. John did the only thing he could think of. He grabbed the silver cross hanging from his rearview mirror and thrust it toward her. A deafening shriek tore through the air as the woman recoiled, her skin blistering where the cross light touched her. John seized the moment, scrambling back into the truck and slamming the door shut. The engine roared to life, and this time it worked. He sped down the road, glancing in the mirror, expecting her to be chasing him, but she was gone. The final warning. When John finally reached the next town, he burst into a diner, pale and trembling. The locals knew before he even spoke. "You saw her, didn't you?" one of them asked, his voice grim. John nodded. The old man sighed. "You're lucky to be alive. Most ain't." John never took the Devil's Road again, but sometimes in the dead of night, he hears the static on his radio and a whisper, "You escaped once, but I'll be waiting." What you know this story, write in comment box.